This church is very important. This church bears a lot of history. This place is not just a religious institution. This place is a museum.
Coming here and actually seeing living history is really what I think is exciting about this program.
This was where New Jersey began, right on the spot.
This project has been closer to my heart than any of the others, because never having lived in Elizabeth, I always lived close by. And this old church was always so beautiful. And knowing what was in this graveyard in the way of founding fathers was very important to me.
You have really three major sections: the sanctuary, built in 1790, we have the historic burial grounds, and then we have the Academy building. The Academy is the major focus of the campus. It's a 20,000 square foot building, and we envision it as becoming a center for culture, for education, and for history.
With the opening of the Academy, that will give the church the ability to sponsor a small museum for the city of Elizabeth, which will not be a typical museum. There will be one area where there'll be a permanent collection, because the church has some wonderful pieces. And the other area will be short-term exhibits that are small, so that an organization or a neighborhood or an individual could come in and, with our assistance, create something that would be for everyone to see.
We decided to recreate the building for the purposes of exchanging with the community their culture, having the arts involved, that kind of evolution, that kind of renaissance. In that way, the building will be serving the community in a very broad educational way.
If you look at the cemetery, it's just phenomenal. If you walk back there, you can see graves from famous historical figures in Elizabeth and Union County, such as the Caldwells. You can see Revolutionary War heroes' graves.
I can't wait for them to start doing tours of the cemetery, because it's just, you could spend days in there talking about the history of these people who really brought independence to the area.
When Charlie Brackbill was here and envisioned that all this could really become something, this place was a mess. And when he reached out to the Snyder Foundation, and it was originally just for a few bucks here and there to patch things up and get things going. And finally, they said, all right, well, let's see what we can do with this, and let's see if we can bring these old bones back to life.
The day that my mother and I saw the steeple and the roof burn, we were really quite upset. And to think that all these years later I would have any part in the replacement of this beautiful, beautiful steeple is something I could never have dreamt of.
I think the Snyder Foundation has been a blessing to this area. The fact that they funded the steeple and so many other projects, it's fabulous. It's fabulous to have an entity that's willing to commit that money to historic renovation and restoration.
Not only is this the site of the founding of the city of Elizabeth, this is the site of the founding of the state of New Jersey. Concurrently, at the same time, when Elizabethtown was founded, it was the state of New Jersey, 1664, so that 2014 will be the 350th anniversary of Elizabethtown and New Jersey.
And we want to get the word out to as many people that this is an interesting place here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. That's what led us to really get involved with the 350th anniversary project and spreading the word that, hey, in 2014 we're going to be 350 years old, and that is something we're celebrating.
I hope what we do here over the next 14 months celebrating the 350th anniversary is a tool for education. I'm hopeful that we can bring out the past 350 years, the successes of our cities, as well as the trials of our city, and then we can share them with young people.
Our goal is to be a welcoming congregation to everybody, and we're looking for people who want to transcend the boundaries of race, of country, of culture, and take a risk in associating with people who are different from they are, but have all in common their desire to worship Jesus Christ.
It's an exciting feeling to be a part of something that is continuing for the community at large, and for our main purpose is to worship God, and we are still here. People still utilize this house for His glory and His purpose, as well as we are contributing to the community at large.
The city of Elizabeth is rich in history, and the growth of our community can really look back to the past of our country, and it's all here in Elizabethtown.
You have this wonderful, wonderful resource here, and you want people to know about it.
The church and the congregation will play a large part in the life of the city.